Hey y'all, I am hopping on here this evening with y'all. It is Sunday evening. It's been a crazy fun weekend with grand kiddos' birthdays. And John's out bush hogging, and I've got just a little bit of time, and I thought I'd hop on here with y'all. I'm just going to make a quick and easy thing that you can do for any child that's with you for the summer. It's a nice, easy bite to make for them is some fried donuts just out of some biscuits. Do y'all remember when my boys were little, I could buy a package of the smaller biscuits. These are grands, okay? But you could get those smaller biscuits. You could get a pack of 4. They were plastic wrapped together, 4 for $1. Do y'all remember those days? They were just yesterday. I know it. And so for $1, you could fry up donuts like 4 different nights during the week, literally. And that's what I would do for my boys, and just dust them in powdered sugar or whatever. But anyway, I've got these grands for us. We're going to do a little souped up, right? So I've got that. And my pastry cream that I'm going to put in some of them is just going to be some vanilla pudding. I've got French vanilla. Somehow or another, I ended up with tons of these boxes. So I'm going to start this. You know, it's instant, but it has to have that time to thicken, right? So, I'm going to do that. It's so hard, right? You just do that with 2 cups of milk. You could do chocolate if you wanted to as well. I like the vanilla, I sure do. And you whisk it, and then it's going to thicken as it sits for a few minutes. And we'll put it in our pastry bags. I just got on Amazon. These are little disposable pastry bags. And you see that tip? Y'all, I used to work up in town in Farmerville at the gingerbread house. Teresa Sharp owned it. And I made donuts, cinnamon rolls, apple fritters, eclairs, all of that every morning, okay? Had to be up there at 3:30 in the morning. And Blake was already born. That was back when I was young, you know. You didn't need any sleep, y'all know. Anyway, you need a long tip is what I'm trying to say. And I'll put the link. I ordered 2 of these from Amazon because if you just use a little cake decorator, it's a short tip. So it's just going to get just inside the donut. And this long one is really good. It'll get all the way in there. Anyway, these came, it was 2 in a pack, and it's just got these little, almost like little rubber bands on there. So we're going to use that today. And like I say, look under the recipe on Facebook under the title, and on YouTube in the description box, and I'll put the link to these as well, because that's what we're going to load our pastry cream in. And while that's thickening, I'm going to turn the fire on about medium high, okay? So we can get these little things fried. Yeah, I will get up there. I made donuts, and at 6 a.m. or 5:45, I delivered them to all the gas stations in the area. Then came back there. I was by myself in the dark up in town. And one time I did have some drunk guys see me going in there, and they parked their truck and went around the back of the building and had a big old window. So I called the police department. Yes, I did. They were right across the road. I was like, would y'all please come over? And next thing you know, that truck sped off. Yes, it did. But anyway, yeah, I was a busy little bee early in the morning. Y'all see, I just did about a couple of inches. And I got a big round pan because I want y'all to be able to see. Plus, I want more surface. You know what I mean? So I can fry more than 1 donut or 2 donuts at a time. I used to fry big vats, and you had sticks that you flipped your donuts with, and you loaded them up on the stick. You could really make time fly when you had the right equipment. Yes, you could. But we are not at the gingerbread house today, are we? I regret she offered for me to buy it from her, and I was in my early 20s. And John and I were dating. I had a baby, Blake, and I had already enrolled in nursing school in college, and I regret it, but I turned her down. It was a great price. She said, I'll hand you the keys to the door. And if only I could go back, I believe I'd say, okay. All right, y'all. We'll continue to let that thicken. And you're going to need something to cut you out a little hole in the donut. Some of them I'm going to do hole and put the pudding pastry cream in. And some of them I'm going to actually make look like a donut. And you don't have to have a fancy cutter. I decided today we're just going to stick to the basics. I just got the lid of a water bottle. You see that? Now this was a bigger water bottle. I tried to find the biggest lid I could, okay? But you don't have to have any kind of, whoa, did y'all hear that? Any kind of fancy stuff at all. I did get this out before I got on here with y'all just a few minutes, and y'all see it had gotten warm, so it popped open real quickly because I didn't want them to be just freezing cold little biscuits. Of course, then you see where you just separate them out. I think these come in packs of, is it 2, 4, 6, 8? Is that what it is? Or am I separating too many of them? I don't know, I can't see. I can't see. Yes, 8 big flaky biscuits, okay? Like I say, if you can find some of those little ones, you can do just the same. They just won't be quite as big, but that's what I did for my boys. Because we couldn't afford these expensive Grand's biscuits, right? Okay, let me do about, we'll do 4 just donuts, right? And then I'll leave 4 whole, guys. I'm gonna get this grease heated up. You can just test it occasionally. Just take a little teeny tidbit of biscuit, and if it fries and starts frying immediately and rises to the top, it's ready. I didn't have thermometers back in the day when my boys were little either, and I mean, it's just fine, right? Yes. All right, I'm gonna get these donut holes out of here, this oil hot, and we'll get to frying. Y'all see how nice and thick this has gotten? Our quick pastry cream. Quick, super quick. Y'all, I lived out in the country. I raised my boys out here on this farm, so we were not close to donut shops. But you can still treat your kiddos, and it's way less expensive, and it doesn't take much time at all, and your kids can get in here and help you make this, and it makes it even more fun. It tastes even better when you make it, right? Kids love that. Y'all see I'm just loading some in there, just like that. Get that ready. Sit here pretty as you please. Also, what I want to get ready, I got me a little piece of dough in there, guys, so I'm watching it. I did get me a couple of sticks out, some skewers, you know, like you're gonna grill. Now, the sticks I used at the gingerbread house were big, long dowels, you know, that you would use. But we're gonna do that here at home. What else am I looking for? Oh yeah, I have got, we're not gonna home make our chocolate either. No, we're not. I just got some icing, frosting in a can. Yes. And we're gonna open it, and I'm gonna go microwave it just for about maybe 20 seconds just to get it not quite so thick. Melt it just a little bit, I guess you could say. I'm gonna put it in here. I've just got a pie plate. I always say my pie plate's happy. He's getting to do something other than just, he's been waiting on a holiday. So let me go melt this real quick, and our oil will be nice and hot. And I'm back. You see how it's just looser, right? Yeah. Stir that around. We could do all this homemade, but then guess what? Take all the fun out of it, right? You can just have fun with a kiddo. I had fun with all the kiddos. We had about 30 people in the pool. Yes, we did. Luke and his whole ball team just about was in the pool, and all the friends and family. It was fun, though. It was a great time. Everybody was safe, and so I was very thankful. Yes, I was. Let me get y'all a little closer down on these donuts. I know y'all are Ready to see some cooking action, right? I'll just take a tiny little tidbit of that donut. You see how it begins to fry immediately? And then it popped up. I believe that grease is going to be good with that. So we will start with a couple. Just like this. They should get nice and puffy for us. We're going to try go on and do 4 at a time. I'm going to try to do a little bit like the way I would do. It would be a big, huge square vat of grease. And donuts go really, really quickly, okay? They'll start rising. And, of course, these are biscuits, I know. But then you'll start seeing a line down there. You'll start seeing that they're brown on that side, and you can flip them over. It's so fast and quick. He's kind of oblong, isn't he? He says, I'll still taste good. Yes, I will. Let me check one. Oh, yes, that is a beautiful. You see how easy you can do it with some little dowels? Yes. Aren't they cute? I can't remember how many dozen, but I'd take 2 dozen to each gas station, and then I know I had 10 dozen in the gingerbread house to sell. I had all the bus drivers coming by, and the early morning telephone men, things like that would come by. So they knew I had fresh donuts in the morning. Y'all see how quickly this goes? Then you can just pop in your little donut holes too. That's what I always would cook first for some reason. I would just do those first. I think they got ready first because I had to proof them and they would rise. Alright, y'all. And then you can just literally hook them all. Hook them all at one time. Like this. I'm going to lay them right back up here and let them drain just a bit. Just a moment. Alright, donut holes. Y'all get flipped. There you go. He doesn't want to behave, does he? Gotta get your other side toasty, buddy. There we go. I'm not going to be able to get these out with a stick, obviously. So, I'm going to get y'all out of the way so we can move on to our solid. Going to do these with that vanilla cream on the inside and the chocolate on the top, kind of like a round eclair, right? You could do a jam. You could put raspberry in there. So good. I love that. And don't walk away, guys, because like I say, this goes really fast. Guys and gals, yes, it does. Can you already start to see that little brown line right there? Look at there. Wow, right? Yes. Turn that down. Got a little piece of that dough I put in there as a tester. Get off of there. There we go. Now, wasn't that fast, y'all? It really was. I'm going to put my donuts while they're good and warm into the chocolate. Yes, I am. And I need to get these out of here, don't I? Rescue us, yes. Right there and right there. Y'all see that side? Don't they look good? Woo! He is hot. Yes, he is. All right. Okay, now I'll move y'all a little closer. Y'all come a little closer. There we go. And we're going to make all these pretty, aren't we? I'm going to let those cool just a moment. And I want to show y'all what I've got. I've got some sprinkles. You could use the little tiny beads I love. I didn't have any. These are the little tiny sprinkles. You know, they're longer, but the little tiny beads I really love. So you can twist that donut. Does it look good? Yes, it does. Right in there. Oh my, oh my, oh yes. Oh my. Dot, dot. Yum. I will do some that are not sprinkly. He is still warm, 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 warm. Yes, he is. You can do some of these little donut holes that are chocolate. They're like that at the donut shop, right? You can even dip it in sprinkles if you want to. You sure can. Dust them in powdered sugar. Make you a powdered sugar and milk glaze with a little vanilla. He's cooled just a little bit. So you're going to take your pastry cream bag, you'll push it in all the way, and you begin to squeeze. And as you squeeze, you also pull out a little bit like that. So you know you got lots and lots in there, right? Yes. I used to do these about 10 seconds. I could do a dozen. Put an extra little squeeze. There we go. And now we simply take these, and of course we're going to coat them in chocolate as well. Does that look like a nice little bite? Yummy. Y'all go grab a kid anywhere, yours, somebody else's. They're all out of school right now, so somebody will gladly let you borrow theirs if you don't have one, and make these really quick. They will think you are fabulous. Yes, they will. No, we got to taste one, right? A donut hole may not have made it in this scene. May not have, but what I really want to taste is this cream filled. What I really want to taste is this cream filled, right? So you can see it. Oh, I know. Doesn't it look good? I know. What is not to love? Right? Full of pastry cream. Chocolate. It's crispy on the outside. We have plans. We have not been able to do prison ministries here in our area since the pandemic happened. So we've got a lot of people that have been starving for some Jesus in their life, yes, or just some word or some sing and praise, you know. So we're finally getting to do this again. I'm going in with our pastor's wife, Cynthia. She's a sweet friend of mine, and I'm one of hers. And Jan, she and I have worked some other things together too. And so I'm a little excited about it, you know, because it's been so long since I've been in there. You get to go in and you're literally locked in with everyone, so it takes you there. Like you realize they're locked in, you know, and can't get out. And we are too. And you know, when I was first offered a chance to go, I used to go years ago when I went to Meridian Baptist with Sue Saunders, and I wanted to go. My boys were really little. John was apprehensive about it because his children's mom wanted to go and be in the prison detention center and minister with Miss Sue, but I did, and I felt very strongly about it, and I still do. So as soon as they said it, I was so excited and signed right back up now to go. Because, you know, these girls have ended up in there because of just like possibly one wrong decision. And the way I see it, any of us could be in there for any particular reason, just from one little bad decision, you know. And so, I don't know, my heart just goes out to them. So I'm asking y'all to please pray for this. I think because one group's gone in there before us, we have, I believe, 8 baptisms to do when we get there. We're going an hour early this week. on our night just so we could baptize. I'm just like, this is fabulous. This is wonderful. And it really, they say that we come in there and bless them, but honest to goodness, this is very much a blessing to us that get to go do that. So y'all please keep us in your prayers and keep them in your prayers, that their hearts are open and they want to receive this, and that it's a long lasting relationship after that for them, and good decisions. And I love y'all, and I hope to see y'all some this week, and we're going to do some serious cooking instead of some fun cooking. Okay, guys? I just wanted to hop on here and tell y'all hello, and I'll see y'all really soon. Bye-bye.